Imagine a world where humans no longer sleep. No beds, no pillows, no dreams. Every night that once belonged to rest becomes an additional 8 hours of pure activity. Lifetimes stretch. People gain almost 30 more years of wakefulness. Society transforms overnight, productivity jumps dramatically, and humans suddenly feel like they've evolved into a higher functioning species. But beneath this miraculous promise hides a darker truth, one that will slowly creep into every part of life. Biology never offered wakefulness without consequences. Sleep is not laziness, nor a biological mistake. It's one of evolution's oldest mechanisms. Humans spend a third of their lives unconscious because the brain demands it. Removing sleep would mean ripping out a core part of human biology and forcing the body to function in a mode it never evolved for. Now imagine scientists invent a breakthrough, a neurostimulation system that overrides your sleep cycle. You lie down for a few minutes, the device floods your neurons with artificial molecular cleanup, repairs oxidative stress, reorganizes memory traces, and performs everything your brain would normally do in 8 hours of sleep. You stand up fully refreshed. 0 hours of real sleep. Humanity is stunned. The world rushes into a new era. Every day feels longer. People work 2 shifts, learn new skills at night, travel when cities used to be empty. Cafes stay open 24/7, not out of necessity, but because people finally live in a world without tiredness. But subtle signs appear, mood swings, moments of emotional flatness. The device keeps the brain sharp, but something deeper begins to shift inside human psychology. With sleep gone, dreams disappear, and with them goes a silent part of a human creativity. Artists complain their imagination feels strangely shallow. Writers describe a fog around emotional concepts they once felt deeply. Dreaming was not just a mental movie, it was the subconscious reorganizing the emotional universe. Now that universe grows still. After months without sleep, people become more efficient but less spontaneous. Emotional reactions flatten. Humor becomes darker, more logical. Relationships change. Couples argue less but also feel less passion, as if the intensity of emotions is quietly dissolving. Without nightly resets, the emotional brain runs colder. The global economy transforms. Productivity skyrockets. Cities run continuously. Transportation, entertainment, manufacturing, science, everything accelerates. Humanity evolves from a 24-hour cycle to a relentless 16-hour cycle of perpetual activity, with no division between day and night. But burnout becomes impossible to measure because no one sleeps anymore. Armies no longer need sleep, giving certain nations enormous advantage. Soldiers perform continuous operations. Pilots can fly uninterrupted. Surveillance runs 24/7. Wars become more constant, faster, with shorter pauses. Humans gain power, but they lose something essential: the ability to retreat into unconsciousness, where fear dissolves. With no sleep dividing the days, time becomes abstract. People begin separating life into active phases rather than days. Weeks lose meaning, weekends vanish. The world becomes a continuous stream of work, learning, entertainment, and activity. Time speeds up psychologically. Years pass without rhythm. Children grow up never experiencing dreams. Their imagination shapes differently. They appear more logical, less emotionally reactive, but also less empathetic. Educators debate whether the next generation is more advanced or quietly damaged in ways we don't yet understand. After years without natural REM cycles, the brain begins compensating. People start experiencing waking micro-hallucinations, flashes of images, Strange geometric patterns, phantom sounds. The world becomes slightly unreal, like a simulation glitching. The device struggles to keep up. Humans without sleep are efficient, but not tender. Romance becomes transactional. Marriages decline. Dating apps surge, but long-term bonds weaken. People feel disconnected even when surrounded by others, as if some invisible emotional glue has dried out. Children raised without sleep reach adulthood. They show higher IQs but lower empathy, weaker emotional regulation, and difficulty forming deep bonds. Their minds are sharp but hollow. Society realizes sleep was shaping humanity more than intelligence ever could. Humans live longer, statistically. More years awake, more hours alive. But those extra 30 years of wakefulness do not feel like more life. Without dreams, emotional reset, or mystery of unconsciousness, life feels continuous but shallow. More time doesn't equal more meaning. As humans stay awake, ecosystems shift. Animals still rest, birds still roost. But cities emitting constant noise and light disrupt natural cycles. Nocturnal animals vanish from urban areas. Migratory patterns collapse. A species that never sleeps destabilizes ever. After decades, researchers discover a terrifying truth. The device can maintain cognitive function, but cannot restore emotional resiliency. Without real sleep, humanity experiences a slow, global emotional burnout. People become functional but hollow, smart but spiritually exhausted. Countries begin reintroducing mandatory natural sleep hours. Economies slow, but creativity returns. Schools teach the importance of unconscious processing. Humanity finally understands. Sleep was never wasted time. It was a separate life, a parallel world shaping who we are. Children born in the sleep-restored era grow emotionally healthier than the sleepless generation. They dream vividly. They laugh more. They remember small details. Humanity regains balance. People still use improved neural repair devices but sleep naturally every night. Humans learn a final truth. Wakefulness is for progress, but sleep is for meaning. Dreams are not illusions. They're emotional engineers repairing the soul. Sleep is not a weakness. It's a second consciousness, a world where the mind heals itself.